Hello students, welcome back to my channel Concept Tech 2018. I am Dr. Sunanda Manke and this video is a part of the series on online electronics laboratory, and in this part we'll discuss the lab exercises on flip-flops. The assignment includes the verification of truth table of all the flip-flops, that is SR, D, JK and D flip-flop. This is the experimental setup where this is the trainer kit for the flip-flops, and this is the general purpose kit on which this trainer kit is mounted. The DC supply to the trainer kit is connected from these points. Then we have the clock input which is required in the flip-flops is given through these points. In the clock input we have two options. One option is the clock pulse generated by this switch, and another option is 1 Hz clock or 1 kilohertz clock that can be given from these 2 points. Then we have input switches through which input data is applied, that is 0 and 1 is applied using these switches. You can observe high and low position of the switch. So with the help of this switch we can apply input to the flip-flops, and the output of the flip-flops is observed on these LEDs. So we connect the output to the input of the LED driver IC and output is observed on these LEDs. This is the trainer kit used for the flip-flops, where we have this T flip-flop which is basically implemented using JK flip-flop. When we short J and K both the inputs, then it becomes T flip-flop. In this trainer kit we have two JK flip-flops here, so we can do the experiment on JK as well as T flip-flop. Then this is the SR flip-flop which is implemented using NAND latch here, and then lastly we have this D flip-flop here. So all 4 flip-flops experiment will be done on this trainer kit. Let's do the experiment on D flip-flop. On the trainer kit, the 7474 IC is used as D flip-flop. Input is applied to port number 59, that is D input, and S and R here basically are set and clear inputs which are also connected through switches 54 and 55. They are also connected to switches which gives reset and set input to the D flip-flop. Then the output is Q and Q bar, again port 60 and port 56, that is connected to LED driver ICs, and this gives the working of D flip-flop. When R input is high, that is reset, it makes output low. When S input is high, that is set, it makes output high. And when both S and R are low, then this D flip-flop works, and in the D flip-flop Q is equal to D. So when D is 0, Q is 0, when D is 1, Q is 1, and this truth table will be verified in the experiment by changing the switch position of R, S and D. Let's do this experiment. Let's do the practical of D flip-flop. It has 3 inputs, R, S and D. Right? Set, reset and D. This is the clock input for D flip-flop, clock with respect to ground, and it is connected to the pulsar circuit here. Whenever switch is pressed, it gives 1 pulse signal to D flip-flop. So 1 pulse as clock is given to D flip-flop. These are the 3 inputs which are connected to these switches. R, you can see here, R input, S input, and the output is connected through LED driver so that we can observe output on the LED. Set and reset inputs are used to set and reset the output. These are active low signal. So pressing reset gives output low, pressing set gives high output. You can observe here. Right now it is high output, resetting is low output, setting means high output, and this is the D input, right? So we'll give D input, but this input will reflect only when we give pulse signal or clock signal, right? So high D clock signal makes output high, low D clock signal makes output low. So unless clock input is applied, you cannot observe the output. It acts as enable signal. This is resetting the output, setting the output, and then this is the D input which is obtained at the output when clock signal is applied, high D and low D input. I hope you have understood the working of D flip-flop as well as the function of set and reset input in D flip-flop. Thank you.